Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome back to the Offroad Genetics YouTube channel. Today we are going on an adventure. I was scrolling through good old Facebook Marketplace and I seen something that was a super good deal, and to be quite honest, I thought about buying it myself. But today, I'm going to pick up a good friend of mine, Jordan, and we are going on a couple-hour ride and picking up something for him. And it's pretty exciting. I'm excited for him, and we are gonna go get his new unit. So I am headed to his house right now. It's 9:58 in the morning. We got to be to this place by 1 p.m. So I'm going to pick him up from his house, grab his trailer, and we're gonna head on down. So, you know, he's done this for me multiple times where he's had a truck and a trailer and we've had a crazy spur of the moment idea. I'm like, hey, I want to go buy this. You want to go with me? And he does. So returning the favor. What goes around comes around. So his truck is in storage right now in his pole barn because it's winter here in Michigan, and they salt the roads and they just destroy our vehicles. And he's got a company vehicle, so why drive his nice truck when his truck can sit shop and he can drive a work van every day? So don't blame him there one bit. So I am, like I said, about 5 minutes from his house, and I just realized I need to take my Jeep out of four-wheel drive, put it back in a four-wheel drive auto. So I just did that. I was like, man. But anyway, we are gonna go catch up with him. I'm gonna get the camera back out when he gets in the Jeep. I don't think he even knows I'm doing YouTube, so that'll kind of be a funny thing. We'll get his expression there. But yeah, this will be a travel vlog today. One of those kind of filler weeks. We had dog party last weekend. We have some time before we start on the cage on the X3, so I need something to fill in every week. My goal is to have a video every week this year, from the point I started till now, till throughout the year. And sometimes I gotta have a little bit of filler content like this. So like the video, subscribe if you think it was a good video. You want to stay in tune for more content. But let's get to it. All right. Are you excited?
Oh yeah. Just not really excited I have to work on it right away, but this is what it is. It's
yeah,
cheap.
but it's cheap. Cheap. Super cheap.
Yep.
We're vlogging.
Milwaukee shit. We're vlogging.
We're vlogging.
Oh shit.
Yep. So ready? We got
the fucking coat.
a coat. We need a coat for. It's warm in here.
In here?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be. What are we doing? You hang out outside? It's at a dealer.
It's not even open though.
The dealer's not open? So we're just picking it up outside? He ain't letting us in?
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Well, that's sketch. So we gotta get gas in Cadillac. I'm just under 3/4 of a tank. Okay. But I obviously drove the Twisted Trails yesterday and then home. All right, here we go. 2.5 hour adventure one way. But at least it's not like the Detroit trip where it was 4 hours each way. We did it after work on a weekday and then went to work the next day on 3 hours of sleep. So at least we're doing it on Sunday in the morning. But all right, we're gonna head down there. The next clip you'll see will be there. Yep, so we're here looking at this unit here, 2018 Can-Am XRS, so 72 wide, turbo R, 172 horsepower. This is for Jordan's new machine. We're looking at this thing. This side looks great. The other side, this whole front end's been pushed. You can see the gap here, the radiator's pushed back. So, I mean, it's cheap, it's plastic, it's got some cosmetic damage, but it's got 500 miles on it, and I've got a cage for it. He's gonna get my old cage. If he gets this, I'm gonna give him my old door stuff and whatever extra parts I have to kind of make this thing a little bit better. If I had a radiator, I'd give him that, but I don't have one of those. But look, I mean, you can tell just by looking at this thing, if I scoot back here, how tilted that side of the cage is. I mean, someone nose picked this thing, they jumped it, landed on the nose, and it went on the roof, and it looks like, you know, they got into some concrete or something on the side. 'Cause it's pretty well, like, it's scratched. I mean, dirt don't scratch like that. So I'm not sure what. This thing's got an Oregon thing on it. We're in Michigan, so I'm not sure what we got going there, but If he can get this thing for the right price, I think it'd be a good deal for him. I mean, the bones are good, it sounds good. I did get into it a little bit before the turbo ignited back on the street back there, and it felt strong. I got into it nice, it's comfy. So we're gonna do some wheeling and dealing, and you may see us put this thing on the trailer, you may not. It all depends here. I don't think that they're gonna get asking price from any reasonable person on this one, so. But,
still on here.
What's that?
That's why it's still for sale.
That's right. And of course, in a post, I mean, we're at a dealership right now, and they did not say anything about the radiator. So we just drove 2 hours one way, and there's a bunch of disclosed stuff. So thankfully, Jordan's got a good friend like me, and vice versa. He's a good friend too. He takes me to do all this kind of stuff. So, but I know these things in and out. I've had them apart. I race them, all that kind of stuff. So thankfully, I'm here to help him talk, and I'm a salesman, so I know how to spit game also. So we'll check back in a minute. If you see us slow down this thing on the trailer, I'm gonna be stoked for him regardless, because I get my buddy I get to go ride with, so that's always super cool. And I'll help him get this thing turned around right. You know, it's what friends are for, and that's what this channel's about. You know, it's not just about us, it's about all our friends and all the people we've met through the industry, and getting connected with everybody, going out with everybody, having fun. So we'll check back in a bit. So good thing I'm a salesman, because I got $1,750 taken off this thing, so we're leaving with it. It's a good deal. It needs some love, but nothing we can't handle. That's the nice thing, is we can handle this thing no problem, and he's getting a good machine with low miles on it for cheap. The bones are good, need some cosmetic love, but other than that, it'll be good. So we're gonna load this bad girl up on the Jeep, and we towed everything down here with the Jeep. So I do more truck things with my Jeep than a lot of people do with their trucks, which is kind of funny. But 2 hours down the expressway, the old Rubicon, and we'll load this old gal up. Put her
4 bars, Ken.
Yeah.
Will it crawl that?
Yeah, put it in low. Put it in low. Low, and then hit your 4-wheel drive button. You're good. Right there. We'll rear it right there. Perfect. Nice and level. You excited?
What?
You excited?
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be sweet. Get this old gear all taken care of. So, getting this thing loaded up, do paperwork, we're out of here. A freshie. Two-hour drive back, so she's cold.
Huh?
You're good. Look at that, nice and easy.
Huh?
Nice and easy. I wish my power steering worked. I'll just let her go. It's got, look at that, nothing. Punk. Did that light go away? Alright, so it's a week later since we picked up Jordan's X3. I am back today. The video you'll see next week kind of explains why I'm dropping off my roll cage here. Like I talked about in this video earlier, is Jordan is going to be getting my cage, which will make his machine a whole lot safer and get rid of some of the, you know, unknowns. Once he pulled the roof off this thing, it was pretty well cocked. But Jordan's been getting some stuff done this week, which is pretty cool. We talked about him having a bad radiator. So his radiator's out. He's got a new radiator in with, what else did you put up there, Jordan?
New shroud.
New shroud. And then your fan was still good?
Fan was good, but it was locked shut.
Oh yeah, but it turns on because you drove it today, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Jordan's got all kinds of other cool stuff. He's not, you know, before, I'm happy he got a side-by-side, but he's into drag car stuff, and his truck's cool, is sitting in storage, so there's no need to get that out. And when he's helped me out tons of times to go get shit, so vice versa. But as you see, my old cage is there. We're gonna end up putting it on this thing. So he's just been solely tackling this thing, getting some stuff fixed, and then he's got it all prepped and ready to go take the cage off. But look how bad this roof is from taking the top off. I mean, you could tell it was pretty well crooked, but when they had the plastic on, you couldn't see the kink. Like that's a pretty well kink right there. Focus. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. But yeah, always got some PRP harnesses in. Nice, nice. And you know, it's coming together, so it's exciting to see. We'll be ripping these things pretty soon, but one thing that he just did, the same brakes I've done, which is super cool, the race-driven kit. So race-driven, they're actually out of Michigan. They're from the Upper Peninsula. We're in the Lower Peninsula. So he's got race-driven rotors, which I have on mine, and they've been fantastic. I mean, I raced mine, and I haven't went through pads or rotors, where with factory stuff I did. So he's already got the front done, and now he's on the back. And what we noticed, well, what he noticed before I came over is, let's see if I can get this to focus down. Let's see here. Okay, look at the, you can kind of see the difference between the upper and lower, how they don't match, where the bottom actually looks like it's towards the trailing arm, like a 1/4 of an inch. And the 3/8 plate he was showing me, this guy, I mean, you could, holy cow, yeah, you can see it even in my hand. It's pretty well bent. So that's one of the unknowns, but when I took this thing for a test drive when we were at the dealership, I noticed that there was a pulse in the pedal, so that's why I told him to get brakes. It's one of those cheap upgrades that does a lot for the performance of the machine. So, anything else you've noticed on this thing? No?
No, besides the scratched up reservoir on the shock.
Right, why don't you grab your, where's your flare that goes there? You know you can take the gas cap and spin it off? Yeah. And then you take the other piece and at least you shove it in so you don't got it's just a little plastic screw on the backside. I did it with my hand at Jacob's. If you grab that with your hands, you can actually unspin that and put it in there, and then you don't have to worry about it being a paper towel. I did the same thing. Jacob's like, how hard is it to get that thing off? And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it comes off.
It does. Mine was all muddy.
This one has 500 miles on it. So.
Yeah. No, that's clean compared to what mine looks like underneath. I found some, yeah, see? Nice and easy. I found some gremlins in mine. Some stuff from our Red Bull race. It's bad. Well, you know how the plastic blew out on your side? And then on my side, I put my foot through the floorboard. I bent the tube from the chassis up 45 and actually ripped it. So you guys will see that in the next video. It's pretty wild. But I figured I'd give an update while I was here dropping off the cage to kind of finish this video out with him in it. We're going to be doing some more stuff on this. I'm super excited he got this. We'll be able to do a lot of riding this summer, which is going to be super fun. Because adding another one in the crew is always a good time. Me and Jordan have been friends for like 12, 13 years at this point. So having been this, we can go out and do some dune trips and a bunch of other stuff, and it'll be a good time. But I'm going to end it here. I figured this was a good place to end it. I'm going to come back and help him do the cage and stuff when he gets that off. Which will probably be, what, next weekend?
I'll probably cage off in the next half hour.
We got to cut it off. Yeah, you got to cut it, grind it, but he's going to work on getting this stuff. I've basically been gone for 5 days at this point. My son is not happy with me. He was very upset with me when I was leaving this morning. He's like, I gotta go with mom. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta go work outside. And he's like, and he got all mad. So I'm gonna hang out here for a few minutes and get home before he wants to beat me up when I get home, because he's a ruthless little guy. But yeah, send out of this one. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Tell Jordan congratulations. It's a cool thing. If you own one of these things, you know, it's a nice stepping stone in life, especially when this isn't his only toy. He's got, you know, drag cars and other stuff. So to add this plus all that stuff, it's pretty cool stuff. So we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.